Well, we are back from backtracking out of Dryman to the start of day 2, and we get this really nice vine-covered path. You can probably hear the road is right down there, but pretty nice little path to start off the day. Well, we have just been informed by a couple that actually lives in Oregon, but they're from Scotland, that this is called Gorse, G-O-R-S-E. Beautiful. Well, we've steadily worked our way up a little hill, and now we're getting some nice views of the valley. You can see the road that we're coming in on. So we are now, after about 4 miles, starting up Conic Hill, I believe, and that is the view that we're going to have. Pretty nice. So we've got some climbing to do. The Lawman is planning on running this section. I'm going to walk, but we will see him at the top. Well, we were wondering whether we were going to go through the saddle up here, but now it's becoming clear that our intent is to go up and over that hill in front of us, which should give us a spectacular view of the loch down below. And the lawman just told me that he read that there were 38 islands in this loch or lake, and that at one time all 38 were inhabited. That's very interesting. Well, so far so good. That is our view heading up the hill. Looks like they got a lot of rocks for trail work up ahead in big sacks. And that's our destination, at least what we can see of it. Lawman, how you doing back there?
Doing good.
Did all of our training back in Colorado pay off?
It did. Nice to have more air here.
Well, let's see if we're saying the same thing by the time we get to the top, but onward we go. Well, after a little detour and almost a fist fight between the two trail workers, one apparently did something they shouldn't have done and hurt the other guy's hand. We had to pass around, and now we're back on the proper trail heading up. Well, it appears that we have some more climbing to do. We're going to go up to the top of that. Looks like we're reaching an intersection where you can continue on down the hill or up and over. What is this, Conic Hill?
I think so.
And we're up here by ourselves, not a soul in sight, and this is the view that we're treated to. Pretty awesome. Looks steeper than maybe it is, but the rocks are really well done. There's far too many people here that aren't hiking the West Highland Way, so I think we found a popular day hike destination as well. Well, we are down at almost the level of the loch. We're off the stones. It was kind of a steep descent that you had to, be watchful with. So I think we're glad to be back on a more level walking path, gravel again. So we're finished with the break at the national park, and I think we're just going to go up and down the whole rest of the day along this Loch Lomond, because we just climbed and now we're going straight back down again. So this is where we're going to get the other half of the elevation gain. The trail has literally taken us out to the beach, so we're walking right along the side of the Loch Lomond. Another 6 miles to go before we hit our town, and then tonight we're shuttling back to where we came from and then shuttling forward again in the morning. Well, it's been a pleasant forest walk for a while. Every once in a while I see glimpses of the loch, so it's not too far over there. But nice, it's turned a bit more overcast, so the weather is perfect right now. I've got another couple of miles to finish this 15-mile day, and I think the 2,100 feet of elevation gain is mostly completed, so it should be a relatively flat walk in from here. So onward for another 40 minutes or so. Well, there was a bit of a stiff climb between mile 13 and mile 14. I am past mile 14, walking along the forest with another 1.5 or 6 miles to go. I'm at 15 and maybe 3/4, and hopefully just getting ready to be at our stop. We have to coordinate taxis to pick us up, which we've called ahead, so I'm trying to hit our taxi deadline, and the rest of the group is a bit behind me, and they'll be doing the same in about 30 to 45 minutes. So day 2 is about to come to an end, and it was a great day. Long hike, a lot of elevation gain. Another big day tomorrow, and then it gets a bit easier. So until tomorrow, the Sid out.